Good morning. We are going to do our review today, and we're going to go through each problem. So number 1, Olivia has read 143 pages of a 220-page novel. Part A, complete the proportion to represent the percent of pages in the novel that Olivia has read. So remember, we're setting up our is over of equals percent over 100. And that could be something we write down to the side, right? We have our is over of equals our percent over 100. So they already told us that our total is 220. That's our of, which makes sense. The book has 220 pages in it. She has only read 143 pages. That's our is, that's our part, that's our piece, which is our numerator. So we fill that in here, and we know underneath our percent that we are going to find, right? We want to find our percent. Under that goes 100. Part A is asking just to set it up. Done. Next, part B. Okay, we're going to use the proportion you created in part A, this one, to then find the percent. So here we go. To solve this, I'm going to kind of write that again, just so we have it. So we have our 143 over 220 is equal to x over 100. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve this using our cross products. We're going to multiply diagonally. So we're going to start here with 220 times x. When we multiply 220 times x, we just get 220x. Then we multiply our other diagonals. So if we multiply our other diagonals, we get 143 times 100. So if we use our calculator here, we can type in our 143 times 100, which gives us 14,300. All right, from here, to get our variable alone, we can draw our train tracks again, and we can divide both sides. Since that 220 is being multiplied by x, we're going to divide both sides by the number with our variable, 220. That way, when we divide these two, we get 1, right? 220 divided by 220 is 1. Then when we divide these two, we will have our answer, so we can find what x is equal to. So here we go. 14300 divided by 220, and that gives us 65. Now, you put in 65, you're good to go, because if you look at this sentence here, Olivia has read, you write 65%. They already wrote the percent word. If they didn't, you would have to put the percent sign, but they gave the word for it, so that works. So you just can write 65, done, because they wrote 65%. Number 3, a bike store sells scooters at 54% markup. Ooh, markup. That tells us right there that at the very end, we're going to add. Okay. If the store bought each scooter for $29.25, what is the resale price to the nearest dollar? Again, so we're going to have our is over of equals percent over 100, and you have that at the top already. If you want to write it again, you can. So as we fill this in here, we know our 100 is always in this bottom right-hand corner. They gave us our percent number. So if we look back, a bike store sells scooters at 54%. Now, since percent means out of 100, we already have the out of 100. All we need to write is the 54 in this spot. We don't need to write the percent sign. We just need our percent number. If the store bought each scooter for $29.25, what we need is to have that as our denominator. That is our total that they bought it for. And we're going to find this piece up here that they marked it up, how much profit they're making. All right, we have it set up, and then we're going to solve using our cross products again, and we're going to multiply diagonally here. So we can take 54 times 29.25, and we'll use our calculator for that. So we have $29.25 times 54, which gives us 1579.5. Okay. Okay, I double checked. We're good to go. Next, we're going to multiply our other diagonals here. So we're going to multiply our x times 100. X times 100 is just 100x. That's nice. That's beautiful. All right, from here, we can then draw our train tracks and solve our one-step equation. So we want to get our variable x alone. So since that 100 is being multiplied by x, we use our inverse operation. We're going to divide both sides by the number with our variable, 100. That way 100 divided by 100 leaves us with x equals, and then we do our division there, which if we need our calculator, oh look, that number's already still in our calculator. Nice. Divided by 100 gives us 15.795. Now, that's how much money that they would have, but if we look here, we're going to need to round because we only write money to the nearest hundredths. So that 5 tells the 9 to go up 1. And what happens is that 79 rounds up to 80 cents. So I'm making that one go up to 9. That one goes up a little bit more. So it's kind of one of those double roundings. Watch out for that. So we are going to make a profit of $15.80 there. There's our variable. Now, if you think that's the answer, you're going to be wrong. Remember back up here, we had a markup. We need to make sure to account for our markup here. So make sure to make a note of this. We need to add our original amount to this. So that adding tells us that's how much profit we are making, but they want to know the resale price. What are they selling it for to the actual customer? So we're going to take how much they bought it for, that $29.25. And since it said mark up, we are adding those two together. So the profit they're making and the original amount they spent on it to find how much they're selling it for at the register. So we can then add those two together. And I think I still have that. Oh, here we go. 15.80 plus 29.25 gives us $45.05. So that is our resale price. So watch out, make sure to do that extra step of mark up so you don't get it wrong. All right, next. Mason took out an $800 loan from the bank at a 3% interest rate. At the end of the loan, he pays back the principal plus $120 simple interest. Ooh, they just told us what formula to use. Simple interest. How many years did it take April to pay off the loan? So simple interest is our I equals P times R times T. I like to call it I is per T because I is per T for time. So we have our interest that we are making off of it, our principal, the original amount we put in, our rate as a decimal, and then our time. So let's see, we're going to start with the 800 here since it's the beginning of the sentence. We'll go that way. So if Mason took out an $800 loan from the bank at a 3% interest rate, if he took out that loan, that means that's our original amount. So the original amount is $800. 3% interest rate. Okay, there we go, our rate. But remember, we write our rates as decimals, which means this out of 100% sign here means we need to move it 2 decimal places to the left, as we call it sometimes, butt cheeks, because it looks like that. So if we move it over 2, swoop, swoop, I mean, look at it. Okay, so our decimal is here, and we're going to need to add a placeholder, which means for here we have a 0.03. Then we need our next part here. At the end of the loan, he pays back the principal, which was our $800, plus 120 simple interest. Oh, so the $120 was how much it costs to borrow the loan of $800. So at the end, they paid back $920 to borrow $800. That's how it works. They want to know how many years did it take April to pay off the loan? Ooh, how long did it take? Oh, we don't know. So there's our variable x. All right, so from here we can then use our train tracks. We can just bring down this 120 right now. Nothing's going to happen there. We are going to simplify this side by multiplying our 800 times 0.03. So we're going to have our 800 times 0.03. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we're going to have 24. And then that's times x. Ooh, I missed my equal sign. Oops. All right, from here, just like we did on our other ones here, that 24 is being multiplied by x. So to get rid of that multiplication, we're going to divide both sides by the number with our variable, 24. That way, 24 divided by 24 leaves us with 1x. There, I drew 1x right there. And we do our division. 120 divided by 24 gives us 5. So then if we go back, how many years did it take April to pay off the loan? It took... Look at that typo. Mason, April. Maybe they took out the loan for their company. I don't know. That's a weird name mess up. Well, whoever it is, Mason/April. It took them 5 years to pay off the loan. Maybe it's like a first name and last name. All right. Emily bought a pair of headphones on sale. If they usually cost $36.80 and it was on sale for 40% off, how much did Emily pay? Just like we did over here, we're going to use our is over of equals percent over 100. All right, here we go. So we need our 100 always. Good. Our percent. Okay, since it has the percent sign, we already put our out of 100, so we can just put our 40 up top. They usually cost $36.80, and it was on sale. Oh, so that's our total, how much it cost. So we have our $36.80. And then we are going to find how much we're going to save. So that's that part there. What is 40% off of that? How much money are we saving from our purchase? We're going to use cross products here. So we're going to multiply our 40 and $36.80. Definitely a calculator. 40 times 36.80 equals, 1472. 1472. Okay. Equals, and then we're going to multiply the other diagonal here, x times 100, which gives us 100x. Lovely. We can then draw our train tracks and divide both sides by 100 because 100 is multiplied by our variables, so we'd use our inverse operation. That way 100 divided by 100 leaves us with x and 1,472. Oh, look, it's still in our calculator. Nice. Divided by 100 gives us, $14.72. Now, that is not our answer. That's how much we save. That's how much we saved, or the amount saved. Amount saved. There, I'll shorten that up. That's a weird shortening. Let's just write it. Nah, we'll just leave it. We'll just write save. How much we saved. But if we read carefully, it's how much did Emily pay? Okay, if it's on sale, you save $14.72 from $36.80. This is a markdown. So because it's a markdown, we're going to subtract. So we're going to have our total, the $36.80, our total, minus how much we saved, to find what we pay at the register here. So we want our $36.80 minus $14.72. So once that sale hits, we only pay $22.08 instead of the $36.80. Nice. So we have $22 and 8 cents. That is how much you pay. So watch out for those markup markdowns. Really make sure to read carefully. Do you have to go that extra step? Most likely you're going to.